Hello friends, Namaskaram. How are you? Myself is Dr. Jinesh Soni. I am an advocate and the Defense Counsel. In today's class, we will discuss one of the most important fundamental, the common query which is raised by the common man of our country who is indulged in a false corruption case, whether an accused under the PC Act could be compelled or could be bound to give the confession. I think that in our legal system, we are not supposed to give any confession. And even though evidence obtained by the way of confession is totally illegal, because we are having the fundamental protection against the self incrimination, and the said principle equally applies or strictly applies to cases under the Prevention of Corruption Act. So basically, we must understand the legal safeguards. So, if the same is violated, in that scenario, we could proceed to protect our life, our liberty. First of all, we have to note down that we are having the fundamental protection against the self incrimination, which is given to us by Article 20, Subclause 3. It simply says that no person accused of an offence shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. So, if the investigating authority means CBI, ACB, vigilance uses physical force, mental pressure to force you to give confession, it is totally illegal. You are not supposed to sign such document, and apart from that, even though you sign it, it is totally illegal and cannot be used as evidence against you. The confession recorded in such a way is totally illegal, and even though it is recorded, the consent document containing the confession is totally illegal, and the said document could not be used as evidence against you before the competent court. Regarding the same, you may peruse Section 23, Subclause 1 of BSA. BSA means Bharatiya Saksha Sanhita. Now I am coming on the fundamentals of the Evidence Act. Under our Indian law, more specifically Section 25 of Indian Evidence Act, which now correspond to Section 23 of Bharatiya Saksha Sanhita, a confession made to police, means to CBI, ACB vigilance, is totally illegal and cannot be used against the accused. In addition to this, if the accused is compelled to write the confession, even though he signed the confession, the concerned court is duty bound to ignore the same, because as per Section 23, Subclause 1 of BSA, the confession obtained in the police custody is totally illegal and could not be used as evidence against the accused. And apart from that, if you confess as per your own will, which is called doing the confession voluntarily, in that scenario, you might be in the hot water. Regarding this, you may peruse Section 183 of BNSS. So, if you record your confession before the magistrate, and apart from that, the magistrate warns you, said evidence could be used as evidence against you, in that scenario, your confession will be relevant. And apart from that, you are not bound to give your confession even before the magistrate, because each and every time when your confession will be recorded, the warning will be given to you even by the magistrate that the same could be used against you. So even at that time, you are having option to back out. So if you never back out, you back in and give confession, you might be in the hot water. Please be noted. So in simple words, we could say that if the confession, even though oral, even though documentary, is recorded by police while you are in police custody and the magistrate is not present, in that scenario, the confession will be illegal as per Section 23, Subclause 1 of BSA. But if the confession is given to magistrate, in that scenario, it will be relevant. For this, you may peruse Section 183 of BNSS. So basically, I request all of you to avoid the confession. And you are not supposed to do any confession, and even you could not be compelled or forced by the concerned police, by CBI or by vigilance to do confession. And if they do so, in that scenario, you may make the objection accordingly. But if you do confession as per your own will, in that scenario, as per Section 183 of BNSS, it will be relevant and could be taken into consideration against you. It is clear to us about the legality of the confession recorded by police or recorded by the concerned magistrate. See you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.